later evaluation, many survivors of the Holocaust were diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. Along with this, many other neurological diseases and altered brain physiology were seen in the brains of the victims and survivors of the Holocaust. Because of the chronic stress endured from these individuals, they not only had various neurological diseases, but they were observed to have physical shrinkage to their brain's hippocampus. Depending on the stressor, when we get stressed, one of three things can happen in our bodies. The area we are focusing on today is when the anterior pituitary gland responds to chronic stress caused by factors such as food insecurity, interpersonal violence, economic struggles, or other chronic stressors. These stressors trigger the anterior pituitary gland to release the hormone ACTH, which then stimulates the adrenal cortex to release one of two corticosteroids, cortisol and aldosterone. Aldosterone helps to increase water retention through decreasing the amount of sodium inside the kidney's distal convoluted tubule. Since sodium follows water, this causes more water to be reabsorbed into the bloodstream, altering fluid levels. This is foundational in fluid homeostasis. The other corticosteroid, cortisol, is derived from cholesterol. Cortisol helps to control vascular tone or blood pressure in response to stress. The release of corticosteroids is vital in a healthy stress response in moderation. However, it is the prolonged exposure to aldosterone and cortisol that can have adverse effects on the central nervous system, specifically to the hippocampus of the brain. This area of the brain is more prone to damage from corticosteroids because the hippocampus has a high concentration of glucocorticoid receptors and mineralocorticoid receptors. The hippocampus has many vital neurological functions, such as learning, short-term and long-term memory, spatial memory, and verbal memory. The hippocampus also allows people to have the ability to learn new things. Overall, the hippocampus is very important in both learning and memory. Since the hippocampus has both an excessive of glucocorticoid and mineralocorticoid receptors, an increased amount of cortisol and aldosterone being exposed to the hippocampus from various chronic stress triggers can cause hippocampal atrophy, specifically in the dendrites of the hippocampal neurons. This can lead to the physiological shrinkage of the hippocampus over time from the overuse of the dendrites. This leads to the irreversible shrinkage of the hippocampus. The shrinkage of the hippocampus leads to the decreased ability to create new short and long-term memories, loss of verbal memory, and loss of spatial awareness. The atrophy of the hippocampus can be a precursor to various psychiatric and neurological diseases, such as major depressive disorder, dementia, and can be a strong biomarker to various types of other dementias, such as Alzheimer's. Understanding hippocampal atrophy due to chronic stress is vital for healthcare providers when it comes to patients with dementia and other neurological diseases. Because of its causes, prevention of this side effect of chronic stress has complex roots that generally aren't easily resolved. Despite the complexity in implementing preventative care strategies, it is still important to understand when assessing neurological diseases to understand the root cause of hippocampal atrophy.